What if your garden could tell a story, not just of plants, but of creativity, resourcefulness, and giving forgotten things a new life? That was our mission, to craft a timeless, rustic retreat where every element has a past life. From old wooden pallets to chipped ceramics, we're breathing new beauty into what was once headed for the landfill. Join me on this creative journey to build a truly unique garden oasis. Greetings from Freshomz. We're here to bring your dream home and garden to life with fun and practical tips. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends who love design as much as you do. It began with a broken promise, a cracked concrete slab, and a stack of old boxes forgotten behind the garage. But beneath the dust, there was longing, a deep, quiet desire to breathe again. One rainy morning, someone grabbed a trowel, dug deep, and planted a single lavender sprout. That tiny gesture sparked a miracle. Over months, vines snaked from wire baskets, mushrooms bloomed in rotting logs, and a willow branch swayed like a curtain. Soon, birds arrived, sparrows, wrens, even a shy woodpecker, drawn not by size but by soul. The corner transformed from a wasteland into a whispering hollow where sunlight dripped through leaves like honey. It wasn't planned. It wasn't perfect. But it was alive. Now, when someone steps through the wild arch of ivy, they don't just enter a garden. They step into a dream. A sanctuary made from dust, dreams, and discarded hope. This is where time slows down, where the world forgets to rush, and where every rustle of a leaf feels like a secret. These were never meant to be cozy. Once stacked in warehouses, moved by forklifts, wrapped in plastic like prisoners of commerce. Now they cradle a cushion, a book, a cup of tea. Each wooden slat bears the scars of travel. Dents from crates, marks from tarpaulins, a fingerprint from a long-gone worker. But now they tell a different story. Painted in soft sage and sky blue, covered in mossy cushions, they form a bench where the afternoon sun rests. No nails, no glue, just clever stacking and love. This isn't furniture, it's a memory made solid. A place to pause, to reflect, to watch bees dance from rose to rose. The wind whistles between the slats, and you swear it's singing an old lullaby. It holds the weight of miles, not of delivery but of stillness. This bench doesn't just sit on the ground. It holds time. A few weeks ago, they were just empty soda bottles, plastic ghosts of quick lunches, forgotten in kitchen drawers. Now they're suspended from a wooden frame, their cut ends catching the light like stained glass in a cathedral. When morning sun hits, the air shimmers with soft rainbows. Fireflies blink through them at dusk. Birds peck at the edges, thinking they're seeds. There's something sacred about this. Not just because of the beauty, but because of the meaning. Every bottle was rejected, thrown away. Yet now they form a canopy of second chances. Each cut edge glows with intention. Each fragment reflects a different kind of light, from morning gold to evening violet. This isn't decoration. It's a living mosaic of what was once considered trash, now transformed into something that whispers, "You are still valuable. You still shine." Once, these tires were heavy, black, and silent, rolling over gravel and asphalt like silent giants. Now they're blooming, painted in wild florals, daisies, sunflowers, poppies. They cradle soil, flowers, and the quiet hope of life. Each tire curves like a stone bowl, holding rain, roots, and memories. A blue tire becomes a sky garden. A red one, a rose sanctuary. No one knew they could be so joyful. They weren't built for beauty, but they're reborn. You can see the story in the way ivy climbs the rim, how daisies spill over the edge. A child once kicked the tire when it was junk. Now she sits inside it, drawing flowers. It's not just a planter. It's a monument to transformation, to the idea that broken things can still hold life, that even the most unlikely things can bloom, with care. Not new wood, not smooth, not perfect. This fence is made from barn doors, old shutters, and split railway ties. Every piece has its own story, creaks, gaps, splinters, and stains from decades of rain. But together, they form a border that feels alive. It doesn't just separate, it embraces. It holds secrets. A hidden journal tucked behind a plank, a child's drawing pinned with a nail. Light dances through its cracks like poetry. At dusk, shadows stretch through gaps, forming shifting patterns. Birds nest in the nooks. Children climb through, pretending they're exploring ancient ruins. It's not just a fence, it's a guardian, a keeper of quiet moments, a frame for the beauty that grows inside. This garden isn't defined by size, but by heart. And that heart beats in the ribs of a fence made from what others discarded. That soup label? Long gone. But the tin remains, now painted with sunrise colors filled with basil, chives, and marigolds. A hummingbird dives in, so close you can hear its wings buzz. A sparrow lands, tilting its head, pecking at seeds. Each tin is a tiny world. Once meant for a lunchbox, now it holds life. It's not just a planter, it's a lighthouse. A beacon for bees, birds, and butterflies. The metal warms in the sun, and roots grow strong in the recycled warmth. You can hear the bird song, clear, joyful, because these tins are no longer trash. They're treasure. A child once threw one away, thinking it was useless. Now she watches them every morning with wonder. What a gift to be reborn from someone's forgotten meal. No bulldozer, no concrete, just stones, gathered from forest paths, riverbanks, and roadside ditches. Each one is unique, rough, smooth, veined with color, heavy with history. They weren't picked for size or symmetry, but for soul. One has a mossy patch like a green eye, another curves like a sleeping beast. Over time they settled. Roots grew between them. Vines curled. Moss painted the cracks. Now children run their fingers along the surface, tracing imaginary trails like explorers on a real mountain range. It doesn't reach high, but it feels vast. This wall isn't a barrier. It's a mountain that grew from the ground, piece, by hands that believed in quiet beauty. It holds rain, holds shade, holds stories. Rusty, broken, forgotten. Once it marked an entrance. Now it marks a transition. Covered in wisteria, vines dripping like emerald curtains, it's no longer just wood and iron, it's a living doorway. When someone steps through, their shoulders relax. Their breath slows. It's not just entering a garden, it's stepping into a dream. The air changes. The light filters differently. Birds sing on the other side. Someone once said, "This gate is too broken to fix." But now it's better than new. It's alive. It's alive with story. The hinge groans. The wood bends. And every morning, a new flower opens on the arch. This is not just a gate. It's a portal. A reminder that transformation begins with a single choice. I still believe in beauty. No one thought it could sit. The back was splintered. One arm was missing. The legs scraped the ground. It had been left behind, just junk. But one person saw it differently. They sanded the wood, painted it in soft lavender, and placed a cushion on it. Now it holds books, tea, and silence. It's not for comfort. It's for presence. Someone reads here in the morning. Another sits here at night, staring at the stars. A dog curls at its feet. It doesn't move. It doesn't speak. But it listens. It holds memories, laughter, tears, quiet moments. It's not broken anymore. It's sacred. In this garden, even the failures become gentle companions. This chair doesn't just sit. It listens. It remembers. It loves. Paint them in sunset hues, orange, pink, gold. Hang them from a wire. When the wind blows, or when rain falls, they sing. Not a loud noise, but a soft, gentle chime. Each can has a different tone, some high, some deep, like a tiny orchestra of the sky. A child once tried to smash one. Now she listens. A robin lands on the frame. A breeze passes through. The chimes hum. It's not music for applause. It's music for peace. Every note is a memory of what was thrown away, now singing. This isn't decoration. It's sound woven from the past, echoing into the future. no longer used to haul soil, repainted in bright flowers, crowned with a cushion. Now it sits at the center, where people eat, talk, dream. Someone once struggled to push it up a hill. Now it holds lemonade and laughter. It's not a tool. It's a symbol. A throne for stories. For imagination. It doesn't roll, because it's not meant to move. It's meant to be. A place where time stops. Where the world feels kinder. Stack the bottles, twist them slightly, hang by string. When the wind comes, each one hums. A low tone, a high chime. Together, they form music that isn't perfect, but is beautiful. It's not loud. It's just there. Like a lullaby from the sky. This tower doesn't need power. It feeds on air. Every breeze is a note. Every day, the wind writes a new song. It's not art. It's alchemy, a stack of glass, reborn as music. Painted like a sunflower field. Scratches from years of use. A dent from a hammer. But now it holds plates, friends, and stories. A woman once said, "This table will never be pretty." But it is. It's full of life. Of warmth. It's not about beauty. It's about belonging. not just tiles. Fragments of a dinner, a birthday, a holiday. Each piece reflects light differently: morning gold, evening fire. A grandmother's plate, a child's mug. Now they form a mosaic that tells a life. It glows under the sun. It holds memories. It is art made from what was broken, but still loved. Add water. Add fish. Add duckweed. Suddenly it's a lake. A reflection of the sky. Dragonflies land. A child watches. It's not big, but it's deep. It holds life. It holds wonder. It's not just a tub. It's a world. Creativity is the best tool we have to design a home and garden that's truly our own. I hope this project inspires you to see the hidden potential all around you. If you're feeling inspired, show me your projects by tagging me on social media. I love seeing your creations. For more inspiration like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and keep creating.